Hello, good morning. Pardon if I'm a little hoarse yet this morning. Still a bit congested from being sick last week. But we are here now, feeling better enough to stream. Trying to get my camera. Thought I had it set, but pardon me while I futz with my camera arm. Uh, One sec here. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get at the moment here. All right, so we'll see how long of a stream we have this morning. Depends how I'm feeling. Despite sounding a little congested, I've been feeling a lot better. But I've still not had a ton of stamina, so let's hang out and do some stitching. I did pull out the stitches that were wrong last time, so I'm gonna redo that little bit of green, and we'll fill in some more black, and work here. And then if you're curious, we are listening to the Flightless Records Love Hurts anthology, because that just seemed silly and inappropriate. I like a lot of the Flightless bands. They were the record label started by King Giz. And they've got all sorts of neat stuff, including Murlocs and Beans and Leah Sr. Just finding my spot on my pattern here. Okay. We need 913. Oop, dang it. 913. If anyone wants to know what any of the individual artists are as we go, just holler and I'll pull it up. Some of them are definitely bands I've played before on Monday mornings. Figure I'll shoot for at least an hour today, and we'll see how I'm feeling beyond that. Start off by redoing the bit we messed up last time. So I ended up snipping around the extra stitch that we had to pull. And I didn't have to pull all of it, but I ended up just anchoring both ends once I could pull enough that was clean on both sides of the stitch. And the bit we're redoing here was the stitches that I had to pull. Being very careful not to accidentally add that extra stitch back in that we had to pull. That would be not ideal. Heh. It's totally something I would do, though. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sick, I'm excused. Alright, what's my excuse the rest of the time when I would totally do that? I'm streaming and therefore semi-distracted, obviously. Yeah, we're going with that. It's morning. Huh. Alright, there we go. Fixed our little tree. I've got to check out this band. I like this track a lot. And I've listened to one or two others of their songs. This is a Civic. Alright, back to good old 310. There we go. And tomorrow I am planning on streaming Slice and Dice at my normal time. Again, we'll see for how long, depends on how I'm feeling and how my energy and voice holds up. Then Thursday, I've decided I do want to start Subnautica. It won't be a blind playthrough. I've seen a couple playthroughs of it here and there, but it's been a little while and I haven't played it through myself, so that should be fun. And I did also pick up the sequel. The Below Zero. So depending on how that goes, or how the first one goes, that one I have not seen anything, or any of the gameplay or anything, so. But I will play through the original first. That seems like something that would be fun. Not play that game yourself too, Spoop. That's fair. Totally fair. Do not do well with things coming out of nowhere to harm you. I mean, to be fair, I'm sure few people do. That's totally natural. And that's the stuff that won't bug me too much. What sticks with me is the setting and the exploration, the building and everything. I've mentioned it before, but the time I accidentally traumatized some friends by playing BioShock for them, because I remembered the cool setting and story and everything, and sort of absolutely completely forgot it was a horror game. I apologized a lot. I thought they'd like all the setting and the abandoned stylization and everything, and forgot about all displicers and Big Daddies. Oh. I do play a lot of horror adjacent games, which is ironic because I don't usually care for like the straight horror games. I think what it comes down to is I like the atmosphere and aesthetic and storytelling of some of the horror adjacent stuff. I just don't care for like jump scares and stuff. The stuff that's marketed, excuse me, that sort of thing. But like, Don't Starve, Darkest Dungeon. I mean, Eternal Darkness is straight up a horror game, but that's an exception. There are people who like jump scares. It's definitely like an adrenaline rush. I get it. It's just not my jam. I think what else I played that's horror adjacent. I was kind of curious. Hmm. That sucks. You don't remember things, it's morning. I mean, that's why I can't remember things either. Honestly, I was just gonna pull up my YouTube channel and look at the playlists. That's a pretty good indication of basically a list of all the games I've streamed. Oh, Ring of Pain. Yeah, I guess that one was a little horror adjacent too, wasn't it? That game was cool. I enjoyed that one a lot. I mean, I guess a lot of the survival games have some, a little bit of, like, implicit horror adjacentness. Like, Insurmountable wasn't really, it just had the fear of death and... Yeah, Friend Owl was pretty terrifying. You're not wrong on that front. The game was so good, though. I mean, I'd say Cult of the Lamb, but that's almost kind of cheating. That's just an action game with cute, scary aesthetic. I wouldn't even really call that one horror adjacent, honestly. Ghost Horror's Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah, pretty much. Which I wouldn't classify even remotely horror. Just spooky aesthetic. Tokyo Jungle was kind of dystopian, but I wouldn't call that even, like, horror adjacent either. And just dystopian survival. That one was neat to finally actually play through the full campaign mode after how long ago I initially bought and played that game. I mean, having people actively encouraging and offering advice and support goes a long way towards not getting completely frustrated at a story mission, to be fair, as opposed to myself in my bedroom playing by myself and going, this is dumb. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were a lot of fun to have along on that. I hope they had a fun time hanging out. Excellent. This vocalist sounds like they're trying very hard to Tom Petty. Which, to be fair, a lot of artists do. I feel like there's definitely at least a couple other kind of horror adjacent things I've played. I'm trying to think through. I mean, there were a couple of spooky houses on House Flipper. I don't think that counts. Oh, it's just I bumped it and it's healing. It just looks nasty and is a little bit tender. That's all. Figured I'd just slap a band-aid over it and call it a day. I wouldn't call that an injury. I try to take care of myself. That's just a result of me being klutzy. It's fine. I think goal for this morning is gonna be fill in the rest of this block and see where we're at from there. This song is by Beans, who I have definitely played extensively on Mondays. This is the Love Hurts anthology off of Flightless Records. Felt appropriate for today. Also, I'm still down an optical drive, so I can't play CDs for the moment until I get that replaced. I picked up and have been listening to King Giz did 3 days, 3 hour each marathon sets at Red Rocks and released the recording of it. So that's been my car music for the past, well, I haven't really gone anywhere in the past week, but for the past bit. I was going to play it across a few streams, but it's got a bit more harsh swearing than most of their performances, so probably not on that one. They are Australian and very excited to be doing the marathon sets after several years. And while I don't worry too much about, like, swearing on music for Monday mornings, I try to avoid stuff that gets a little excessive. It's a fantastic performance. I'm partway through day 2, I want to say. They released all 3 days as one release for like $20 Australian, something like 80 or 90 tracks. Like a 9-hour recording. With no repeated songs. They had some deep cuts, which is really neat. Readjust here. Also, Ghost just announced, welcome back, US tour for later this year. They're going to be coming to Milwaukee. I have already messaged a friend with the info and inquiring about potential road trip. So we'll see if I find my way to that one. Yeah, I don't know how expensive tickets are going to be for that yet. gonna say something, and now it's gone forever. It'll come back. Oh, I remembered now. I'm just saying that is enough. So I know I've mentioned before that one of the reasons I wanted a streaming DS was to show off some of the stuff that there isn't a ton out there for, because it's a rare game. Nintendo Direct announced that one of those is coming to Switch with an HD remake, so I will absolutely be streaming some Ghost Trick Phantom Detective for y'all, because that game is amazing. And I've been wanting to replay it, and I definitely want to show it off. It's a murder mystery game. I believe it's by the Phoenix Wright team. But you are a ghost and possessing different things. It is very, very good. I'm excited to play it through again. The Direct was fun. Yeah, depending on what comes to the Game Boy Virtual Console stuff too. I think there was a couple things on that list. Yeah, Professor Layton. I played through those back in the day. Professor, I've solved it. And poking all the things in the world for money. And then not using the hint coins because I'm stubborn. Oh, that's okay. I plan on booting up the Virtual Console and taking a look at what's on there at some point. I think Ghost Trick isn't due out until later this year. Played the first three, could never track down the last DS title. Which one is that? I have one of them. Because I would buy it, play it through, and then basically trade it in towards the next one. Because once you've solved them, there's not much mystery there, so... Spectre something? I'll check and see which one I have. If I have it, you are welcome to borrow. Surprised the library doesn't have those. Like Spectre of Time or something. I think Unwinding Clock might be the one I have? I don't know, I haven't looked at that shelf recently. Gotcha. That makes sense. It's fairly old at this point. On One Future, yeah. I just straight don't remember which one I have. But that'll tell you how far I made it through the series. I have either black 2 or white 2 still, I think. Maybe. Potentially. I might have sold it. I have no idea. I have an amount of DS games, and I don't remember which ones. One of the ones that I want to stream, though, I don't expect to see get a HD remake or get released anywhere anytime soon. That's a retro game challenge. The game was so cool. Apparently it's expensive and rare now. But it was so neat. Oh yeah, that'll happen, especially with game cartridges that are very small and designed to travel. The skein of black floss is just not being cooperative. Hmm, that sucks. Mm-hmm. It actually worked out well that we just had a little bit to fill in of green, and the rest is just stuff I had counted previously and was filling in black. Nice and simple today. Yeah, that is frustrating. I have Psychonauts on PS2, or at least I did at one point, and did not make it very far. I got stuck in an early area, and I don't know if I was encountering a game glitch that wasn't letting me get to where I needed to go, or if the game just was real bad at telling me where I needed to go, and I just could not for the life of me advance. It was real disappointing. Psh, no, I do not. Oh, I see a stitch I missed of the light green we'll have to go back for. That's a better problem than extra stitch. Extra stitch is way more annoying to fix. I'll just have to make sure I get that stitch picked up today so I don't forget it. There we go. Especially while that color is probably still on top. In fact, when I grab it, I'm gonna put it right here. That'll remind me. And also, after I finish up this section, before I sign off, remind me to show you Bird. I'm gonna do that last, because I'll probably have to futz with the zoom. Bird. That's all I'm gonna say. Neat thing I picked up this weekend that you will enjoy. It's the end of the album. One sec. I will also try to remember. Let's put on, because I think I'm going to call it after I finish this little section here, so I don't overdo it. I'm gonna put on some Fiddlin' by Max Deloy, also known as Shark Fists. They do stream on Twitch. They are fantastic. Between your sleepy and my sick, interesting chances. Yep. Hang on, my playlist just did an annoying here. There we go. It's a cottage medley. Yeah, definitely check out Shark Fists on Twitch. They are fantastic. I learned about them. They volunteer for Desert Bus and bring along their fiddle and have fiddlin' time, and it's great. But they did a couple of Bandcamp releases, so they do a lot of traditional songs and some of their own compositions as well. This is probably not helping the sleepy, though, because it's very relaxing. No regrets. We're almost done with this big old chunk of black. Which means that next week we'll just be able to jump in and finish out this Apollo emote and finish off the page, and then we can do the couple partial pages along the side here. We're trucking towards the end of this project. Woo! Hype! I get a weird sort of clump knot there. I'm gonna fix that. Ha! There was a knot there. Tricksy thread. Thought that was laying weirdly. This might be a case if I just try to pull it to the back. Let me see. Alright, let's see. Ha! Okay. We'll just pull it to the back and that'll be fine. As long as it's on the front and or as long as it's on the back and the front looks nice, we're good to go. Need something else for a few minutes here. I'll just throw on ice, death, planets, lungs, magma, lava, live, laugh, love, whatever. First track's pretty upbeat. All right, let's pick up our last light green stitch. There we go. All right, let's pick up our last stitch here. A scrap from earlier should be plenty to do one stitch with. There we go. Big old mess on the back of thread in this little bitty section here from cutting in the middle of the section and tying both sides and redoing. It's not too bulky at least, which is good. Oh, come on. Last bit of floss here will not come off the needle. That's really wedged down there. That's kind of impressive. I'll deal with it later. That's the needle I've been saying I should replace for like a month anyway, so, you know, maybe that'll be my option. My impetus to actually do so. All right, we finished out our little under rainbow section, fixed our tree, left it nice and clean to pick up here next week. And now I'm going to go get Bird. One sec. So I was feeling better enough yesterday that we went to. Hang on, I'm away from the mic. We went up to Door County for a bit and hit up a few places. It was a truncated, shorter trip, but still, it was nice. But there is a rock shop there that has all sorts of. That's where I get my shiny rocks and stuff, which is fun. And I got bird. It is carved onyx. Let me zoom in here. And then clear coated to make it shine and protect it. It's gorgeous. Let's see if I can get the detail to show up here. It's heavy. But yeah, it's so cool. And it was way less expensive than we were expecting. I picked it up because it caught my eye. And I showed it to Scott and he made a guess, and then I flipped it over and it was 25. And we both went, well, I'm getting this today. I love it. It's just been my other rocks. But it's so pretty. I love Burb. So yeah, I figured you'd appreciate Burb. Okay, I have finished show and tell. It is a good Burb. Oh, I might have been showing it sideways because I was looking at the actual camera feed and not the regardless. There we go. It is a good Burb. I am very happy with Burb. I don't think there were a couple others. I don't think they're even going to make it to tourist season. All right. On that note of look at this cool thing I found, I'm gonna head out. Thank you for hanging out today. Sorry it's a shorter stream. I'm still recovering. I'm gonna be working later tonight and planning on taking it chill and easy at that too. But I will be back tomorrow for at least a bit. Might be a shorter stream again, depending on how I'm feeling. But we will be playing Slice and Dice. And then Thursday, we will be checking out some Nautica. Thank you so much. Take care. It's nice to be back. Glad we got some progress today. Have a wonderful day. See y'all later. Bye.